Hey, good afternoon, guys. All right, looks like we've got it going. Hi, it's Tara. Happy Sunday night. This is Tara Beth from Tara Beth Stamps. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mid, Missouri. And today we're going to do an easel card with some celebration stuff. We're in the last week of celebration, so just left this out here. So remember, this only goes until February 28th. So this is where you get a free item for every $50 to $100 you spend. So only one more week. So this week I'm going to share some of my favorite things that I've made with this out of this catalog, as well as some new stuff on my blog. So don't forget to check that out over at Tara Beth Stamps. So here's today's card. Once again, this is probably my second favorite item, is the Sunshine and Rainbows DSP that's available in the collection. So that's free with a $50 purchase. You get 48 sheets of 6x6 rainbow paper. Hey Mary, thanks for stopping by. I knew you'd like that easel card. Hey Vicky, how are you? So yeah, this is my second favorite item. The fact that the punches are, the cloud punch matches so well with it. Hi Angie, thanks for joining me. I love it. So my first favorite is the Special Moment stamp set, which we're using as well. So this is just a combination of all of that. So this is a smaller horizontal easel card that we're gonna do. So let's get to it. Let's set this out of the way. All right, so once again, one of my favorite tools is this Simply scoring tool. So I have a sheet of Magenta Madness, and all of these dimensions will be on my blog tomorrow, but this is at 8.5 by 5 3/4 or 5.5. Hey Karen, thank you. Okay, so we are going to score at, sorry, I just keep thinking, I cut the Magenta Madness at 8. So let me just trim half an inch off of this. That's why I kept staring at that. Luckily I left this trimmer from last week. All right, so we're just gonna squeeze a half an inch off this one. Make sure I get that right since I'm doing a video. I haven't used this old trimmer in so long, I kind of forget how to use it. All right, there we go. So it's actually 8 by 5 1/4. So I am going to take it and score it at 4. Oh no, oh, I did mess this up. So this is at 4 1/4. So this is my card base, not my, so we'll set that to the side. So this is what I'm doing, my easel. So Pool Party, 4 inches, and then 6 inches. All right. I'm gonna set this out of the way. Hopefully it doesn't go crashing down. All right. Hey, Lisa, thanks for joining me. Okay. So I'm gonna burnish this and then fold it and just do a little adhering with some DSP. So I've got a piece of the Sunshine and Rainbow DSP that we're just gonna put on the inside. Oh, Heidi, thanks for joining me. I'm glad you like the videos. Thank you, thank you. All right. We're gonna throw that DSP on, just leaving just a little bit of the edges to show. And then I've got a little bit of the Granny Apple Green piece, or I did. Jeez Louise. Oh, that one disappeared. So we're just gonna improvise and use the rainbow there. It's not exactly what I wanted, but that's what we're gonna do. Actually, we're gonna leave it blank. I'm going to go ahead and put that on the white piece that goes on the inside. All right, so we'll adhere that down to the bottom. All right, so there's our inside piece. And now we're going to create our cloud, or our rainbow. And what I did there was I took my Brilliant Rainbow die set and I cut it with Magenta Madness, let's see here, crushed curry, Granny Apple Green, and Bermuda Bay. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put these back where they came from. And that's for sure, Mary. It's definitely not cookie cutter. All right. So what I'm doing is I'm laying these because I liked the way the white edges showed around each rainbow piece. So I use this Post-it tape. I get this off Amazon. It's pretty awesome if you haven't used it. I use it with die cuts. I use it for masking. So I'm just going to take a small piece. And the nice thing about this is when I get done with it, I'm going to tear it off and I'm going to put it on the top and I'm going to reuse that piece a gazillion times. Oops. Oh, that certainly didn't stay on like I wanted it to. Maybe I was just being too conservative with my tape. All right, so then I'm going to take another piece of this tape. I'm going to put it on the front side, and then I'm going to peel the back side off. And so now it's laying like it did in the die cut. So see, I'm just going to stick it right there. That's for my next use. Okay, and then I took a pencil and I just etched the rainbow edge with a pencil. And I'm going to just cut that out. It's definitely not a fussy cut because it's just an arch here. But because you wanna, it's gonna be part of the front of the card, I am gonna do it as carefully as I can. Okay, I'm gonna erase any of that extra because we don't want that showing. And then I'm gonna take some glue. Hey Rosie, thanks for joining me. Okay, so just a little bit of glue. Ooh, that's a big glob. On each little arm, I guess. I don't know what you call the different colors of a rainbow. Does anybody know what you call a different color of a rainbow? Karen, anything you cut with that is fussy cutting. I like that. Okay, so then I can line this up, get that nice white edge all the way through, and I'm gonna leave that Post-it tape there and just set it to the side and let it dry. That way, I'm gonna wipe off some of that excess glue. We're just gonna get that out of the way. So that's all that we did for the rainbow. And I did that on thick cardstock so that it would hold up to the side. So I'm gonna do the inside of the card while that's drying a little bit. What did I do with that white piece? There we go. And I've got my Special Moments stamp that I used for the sentiment. And on the outside, I've done this one, used this one a lot. Just a card to say you're amazing. I think as card givers, that's kind of what we need to be sending out more than anything is, oh crumb. Well, we're gonna have to leave the front off because I left the other piece of white cardstock. I just went and cut it because I was going through everything that I needed. And I guess I left it sitting on my desk. I thought of something else. All right, so this is for the inside. All right. So now let's go. We're going to adhere this to the inside of the card. And it's going to be a tight fit on the bottom because I cut that off, but that'll be okay. All right. So there we go. So now we're going to put this on the front and let that kind of adhere for a little bit while we get the clouds ready. There we go. All right, so I'm going to just set a stamp pad on there and let that sit back to the side since we're using that liquid adhesive. So one of my favorite things about this is the coordinating cloud punch that you can get with this. And so I try to not waste any of it. I even use the ones on the side. So we're just going to punch the clouds. I think I used about 5 if I'm not correct. So it lines up pretty well. This cloud looks great with a sentiment on it. Maybe that's what we'll do. Put the sentiment on the cloud. That'll work. See, Facebook Live, you'll figure everything out. No two cards are ever the same, right? So I'm exhausted. This week my son wrestled, and we live in mid-Missouri, and he wrestled at the state tournament. He's a junior. Super proud of him. He came out with a 2nd place finish. This is the 2nd year he's done that. We could not be more proud, but I am telling you, we are so tired. I think it takes as much out of the parents as it does the kid. All right, so there's 5 of those clouds punched out. Yeah, thanks, Mary. I appreciate it. It was pretty awesome. Okay, so here we go. I've got my clouds, and you see that I went ahead and used some of them that are punched out, the ones that are on the edge, and that's because we're just going to use them on the edge there. So we're going to pull our rainbow back out, and we're going to peel that off. So now that gives you, see, that gives you that white, nice white edge line, and I didn't have to match it all up. So I'm going to take a little bit of Stampin' Seal and just run it along that edge. Maybe, we'll see. Oh, I think that one's empty. So we'll be using liquid adhesive. We'll just run it right along that edge so that you have this nice pop-up for the front of your easel. So now what we're going to do is just add our clouds with liquid adhesive. Line them up. Make sure that you don't get the same pattern. Oh, that's one of the edges. Gotta cover up the bottom there. There we go. Do this one. There we go. Oh yeah, thanks Heidi. He did. I was super proud of him. It was pretty awesome. All right. Put that one there. I think I had another edge one somewhere. Maybe not, but we can get one. So as I'm doing that, I just cut off the bottom of it as I'm working with that punch. I think I'm gonna get 2 more out of here. So there it is, I see it now. All right. So, there. Put that cloud there. And so now we've just created a nice cluster of clouds, and it's super easy. Thanks, Karen, I found it. All right, let's see if we can fit that sentiment on the cloud that we were going to put on the front. Oh yeah, it's gonna work. There we go. We'll add that one on there with a couple of Stampin' Dimensionals. These off. Add that right there. So you've got that nice cluster of clouds with your easel card, the inside with your sentiment. Now we're going to do the outside for the envelope. I've brought in some of the rainbow stamps from the Rainbows of Happiness set. So I'm going to do, first we'll do the line, there we go, on the front of the rainbow. That's right, Mary, no naked envelopes. Thanks, Rosie, I appreciate it. All right, a little Bermuda Bay for the small one. I have that upside down. I think it was on another block and it moved over. All right, so the nice thing about the photopolymers is when you're inking it up, if you don't have enough ink, it definitely tells you, so you don't need that Stamparatus all the time. Press down really well. Then we'll finish it off with a little Magenta Madness. Nice coverage there. Alright, and then of course a little bit of the matching DSP, because when it's free, why not use the heck out of it, right? Alright, so next Sunday night we'll probably be doing our last card with the celebration items. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. I've got an idea, so hopefully I can get that figured out this week. Alright, do a little bit of cutting, because next Monday is the last day for all of those celebration items. Last Monday is the last day for the joining special. If you're interested in joining, it's an amazing special. 2 free stamps along with the other $125 worth of stuff for that $99 with free shipping. And the free shipping alone is a huge thing. So here's today's card. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for popping by and spending some of your Sunday night with me. If you've got any questions, reach out to me at Tara Beth Stamps. Have a great one, guys. Thanks.